Day, we are middle of the week,
Hmm.
middle of 7 layers deep. How
Yes.
you guys feeling? Drop it in the comments. We want to know. How you guys feeling when diving into this? Because it gets real. If you're doing the work, it gets real.
Yeah. So we've been taking you through a lot in the last couple of weeks. So Heather and I thought we would come here today and give you this insight as to what the 7 layers, and it's not about a dip, the 7 layers dip. It's about the 7 layers
She
of
went there. I
why,
knew you were
right?
thinking it. You
Right?
guys were thinking it.
I
She
know they
went
were.
there.
I know they were, Heather. That's why I called you out. So the 7 layers of your why, because if you think that it's enough just to post and sit and you're going to get, or post and hope you're going to go away for a holiday for a week and your inbox is going to be flooded, we have another story to tell you. That's not going to happen. So we thought we would decipher the 7 layers so you really understand what this means. And so if you are interested, we also have a membership where we would love to help you decipher this so that when you're working through these 7 layers, as Heather and I are going to take you quickly through, you're going to be able to call her in and your offer is going to land and your messaging is going to be right in front of her where she's going to say, oh my goodness, she's talking to me. So the 7 layers, Heather, they're important.
They are really important. And actually, I got to give credit where credit's due here. Dean Graziosi is the one who came up with this
Yeah.
exercise. And for me, it really changed the way that I told my story. It really changed the way that I approached my business because it took me to a level deeper and
Mhm.
then a level even deeper and then
Yeah.
a level deeper 7 different times that really anchors you in so that no matter what storm comes at you, no matter what thought, idea, or opinion, you can always come back to this anchor. There's a reason companies like Nike,
Yeah.
Apple,
Yeah.
McDonald's, Burger King, they have an anchored why behind their business. And
Right.
they always go back to that whenever someone tries to shake them because it's the foundation in which your business is built and the foundation which holds your business through
Mhm.
all the years.
Mhm.
So it's really, really important that we do this exercise and we do it well because you guys, that anchor is going to hold you in place when those storms hit. You'll always have that anchor to come back to and say, okay, this is why I'm doing this. This is
This makes
why,
sense.
even though today is hard, I'm still showing up because of this. If you're anchoring it to, I just want to help people, I'm sorry, you're going to walk away broke. Okay, that's just the reality of it.
Mhm.
And so we want to take you to the next layers of what the 7 layers deep is. And we're going to do that through sharing a little bit of our story.
Oh my goodness. Yes, we are. So surface layer is not enough, you're saying. So how do
So,
we get past the surface layer and share that, when you're trying to call in your audience, Heather, what do you suggest we do to go past the surface and dig a little bit deeper so that we can unveil a little bit more?
well, so that surface layer of what I do and why I do it, most people
Yeah.
are saying it's for money. Most people are saying it's for, I want to
Wow.
help people, I want to
Yeah.
motivate people. Okay, that's great. Those are a dime a dozen, right?
Yeah.
That doesn't decipher you from the rest of the room. So ask a deeper question. Ask yourself, why does this pageant, it's a pageant answer.
Mm.
Hi, I'm Miss America. Nice to meet you. I'm from Michigan. Nice to meet you. Okay, that's the pageant answer.
Right.
But really, like really, really think deep and get specific, right? The next layer, that first layer is what you do and why you do it.
Mm.
Okay. So the reason Heather and I do what we do for you guys and the reason we created these spaces was because we never want to see another woman get taken advantage of, feel like she's less than, feel like she's not good enough,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
That's super. Yeah.
We sure we want to make money. We
Hmm.
have offers, we have products, we have services.
Hmm.
But that why is so much deeper than that financial gain for us.
Yeah. That's going to hold you captive longer, Heather, when you go deeper than that, rather than that surface, when you go a little bit deeper, because not
Yeah.
all days ending in Y are easy. Let's just be real here. I mean, we're going to go through the trenches. It's not easy. Green light, red light, the trenches and the mountains and all of this stuff. And I know that our audience here, Heather, sometimes feels like just giving up just before that aha, beautiful moment. So
Yeah,
when you can sit down and quiet the noise and quiet the chaos, and you and I are doing that as well as we're building
we
and
are.
deciphering through all of this. It's like, okay, let's just pulse for a minute. That's your word. Let's just
Yes.
deep breath, which is my word. We'll put that together. We'll figure it out and we'll be able to go because we
Yeah,
took a hot moment and we just said, what is our root reason that we're doing this? What is deeper than surface,
absolutely.
right?
And it's that very specific route. It's called the trigger. That's your next layer. What
Yeah.
triggered this journey for you?
Mhm.
What started you here? What was that specific conversation, that loss, that rock bottom moment,
Yeah.
right? My
Yeah.
rock bottom moment that led me to Heather was crying at my grandfather's kitchen table at 40 and
Mm.
saying, I'm a failure. I have nothing to show for it. I have lost everything I built over the last, 10 years of my life out in
Yeah.
Las Vegas.
Yeah.
And I was crying over a cup of coffee, and my grandfather looks at me and he says, Heather, you got a roof over your head, you got food on the table. Now build. That led me to this moment
Yeah.
today. My grandfather's giving me permission to
Go.
build from
Go.
his kitchen table. You guys, I'm not building from a mansion. I'm not building from a highlight reel. I'm building from real life. I'm a caretaker for my 78-year-old grandfather. That's real. I'm not telling you some bullshit fake facade
Yeah.
that is my life and shining some glory reel, telling you that this is how it works. No, most of the time it starts at a moment like that when you're sitting on your couch, you're
Yeah.
having a conversation with your best friend,
Yeah.
and you get real and
Those.
you say enough is enough. And that's actually was the moment for me and Heather when we said enough is enough. We were in a snake pit of tears, fear, anger, frustration, deceitfulness,
Yeah.
lies,
Yeah.
being
Keep
taken
going.
advantage of, being manipulated. I mean, I could list on and on and on of what we went through last year,
Mm.
but every one of those moments led to this moment, led to this decision, led to this choice to be here for you guys, to show up here in your story and help you make that choice and decision for your brand.
Yeah. You had a trigger. There was a trigger there, and we went through it last year. And when you go through all of those emotions that you just mentioned, it's like, oh, did we really go through that? When you look back and you look
Girl,
back at that story, and it's like, all right, that's a story, man. We're gonna have to tell that story. I mean, we'll be able to do that on our stages. But just to let everybody know here, when you go through those setbacks and you go through those traumas and you go through a time of fog and dense, and it's just captivity where you just really I was held captive. And then Heather was with me, and we both had that captive feeling. I'm going to say it because we really didn't know what direction to go until we were fueled by our passion in one another. Is that right? Like us, right?
absolutely. And this
Yeah.
really leads into the next layer, the pain.
The pain.
The moment, what did this cost you?
Yeah.
Right? Like, what
Yeah.
did it cost you to get to this point?
Yeah.
For us, it cost us a year in the trenches of all this bullshit,
Hmm.
all this hurt, all this. I was beating the hell out of myself, you guys, every day because I led her to the snake pit and I didn't even know it. I didn't even know it was the snake pit. And it broke my heart because I was hoping that I was leading her out of one snake pit and not knowing that I was leading her directly into another that was going to hurt her, take advantage of her, almost cost her everything. And
Yeah.
it broke me as a coach, as a leader, as a friend.
Hmm.
I cried so many tears with Heather. Heather cried so many tears with me. It got real. But
It,
that
it
that
got so.
that moment that creates that momentum that makes you make that choice and make that decision so you can make the shift, because we had to make a shift, and that's the next layer, the
Yeah.
shift that happens,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Heather, tell them about that shift and that decision.
Oh, so, when you come out of so much pain and such a deep hole and it's dark and it's, you can't see your way out because literally Heather and I could not see our way out. I mean, I don't, we didn't, we honestly didn't. And we were fighting each other, we were fighting that inner battle with one another in the tears, as Heather said. And so when you've gone through all of that pain, there needs to be that light at the tunnel. And so that shift for us was, we said, we need to rise above the noise and create something for not only for us, but for you, that person, that woman who wanted also to be lifted and guided and understood and
Yeah,
heard and valued, so that what we were going through was not going to happen to anybody else, that we could leave that in the trenches and leave that in the darkness and say no more, that we were going to rise above the noise and bring clarity to you because there's a better way. And that was our shift, that we decided to dive into the academy even more. And then what Heather and I are creating here together, our membership Porchlight.
yes. And that leads you to the mission, which is layer 5. Heather and I have a mission. We have a mission that to build a new generation of leaders, build a different way, a
Yeah.
different style of leadership, a different style of showing up online. You guys, trends are great, but if a trend doesn't have a message behind it, it doesn't have a purpose behind it, it doesn't have a direction behind it, it's noise. Okay. But when you have a purpose, you design different, you show up different, you even think differently, because you're always looking to fulfill that purpose. Now, Heather and I, our purpose, you ready? Not only is it to build you guys into amazing, incredible leaders with power, purpose, and a path, we are going after Carrie Green. If you hear this, we love you, but we're coming for FEA. We have a goal to be your direct competitor and to show up and bring to the table for every female entrepreneur in the world a room where she can be seen, heard, felt, and found, and developed into the leader that she is, to share her truth, to share her passion. We have a goal of 20,000 women we want in our membership. So we have a sticky note. Okay. That sticky note, and I'll show you because I
There you
wrote it
go.
down.
There you
It
go.
says, move out of the way, FEA, we're coming for you. Okay. So let the whole world be on notice that Heather Goucher and Heather Feel are coming for FEA. We love you, Carrie Green. We appreciate you and respect you.
Absolutely.
But
Absolutely.
girl, get ready because you got some competitors in the ring. But you guys, that's a passion. That Heather and I wake up with every single day. And guess what the stakes are?
Yeah.
The stakes of what I just put on the table are incredibly huge because we just
Massive.
called out Carrie Green.
That's
Talk about
massive.
scary moments, right? And layers. But there, everything's at stake. Even the way that we talk and we speak against the industry standard, the snake oil, the poison,
Yeah.
the positive toxicity, everything we call out that the industry is doing to you, we're exposing the gatekeepers. We're exposing the toxicity. We're calling out our industry, and it's going to turn us into the black sheep, but
Maybe.
we're going to be the black sheep of change, okay?
Right. So if you want change, you have to change, Heather. So too many people they sit complacent and they wait. They sit and wait. They do one post and then they wait for that person to be called in. It's not
Yeah.
about waiting, it's about getting up and doing. And when Heather and I were in that snake pit, when we were crying, when we were upset, when we were talking back and forth, trying to figure this out, we didn't know what state of affairs was going to be until we had that burning desire to change the state in which we were in and to help you get out of where you are. That next, and I love that when Heather and I came to our coffee chats and she's like, the next and the next. And we're visionaries, we both are, and we live for that, and that's why we are where we are. But I love the next because the industry will always tell you, far-fetched, or it's a 10K, or it's $1 million, but it's not about that. It's about
Yeah.
staying real with you, sharing your story, and getting to the next and the next. So what does that feel like for you? Where are you in your journey? So really take a deep look within yourself as you are uncovering these 7 layers, which brings us to the last piece, your connection, your statement, Heather. Let's talk
Your
about that.
conviction statement.
Yeah,
Okay. We're
yeah,
not calling it a mission statement. We're not calling it a vision statement. This is
yeah.
a statement of conviction that you stake everything on and say with your whole freaking heart, soul, being when you come
All
to
of
this
it, what she
space.
said.
All of the above, embody that shit. Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Like, I'm sorry, I cannot keep the potency of these moments quiet any longer. Like, I just can't. There's, I lost my voice last week. I lost my voice because I've been too quiet.
yeah.
I've been too quiet in my thoughts, my ideas, my opinions of what's going on in our industry that I don't agree with. But there was a part of me that wanted to play small in my own layers. Because calling out people like Carrie Green, who has one of the most successful female entrepreneurs like associations in the world, like that's scary, y'all. That's
Yeah,
huge. That's
yeah,
big.
yeah,
Right? Heather and I want to change the way you want to talk about a conviction statement. We want to change the way business is being done for women
yeah,
so they
yeah,
become leaders with power, purpose, and a path.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Not just purpose, not just I help, but power, purpose, and a path. We're giving you power. We're igniting you. We're fueling you. We're equipping you. We're setting you up for success.
And giving you permission. There, just landed that one. We're
Yeah,
giving you
giving you
permission,
yes.
giving you
You've
permission to
been
stand in
sitting
that.
if you've been sitting on the sidelines, if you've been sitting on your ass and
Uh-huh.
you're just watching this game be played by all the players who are up in the porchlight, get off your ass.
Mm.
The business is not going to build itself for you. Nobody is going to hand you your success. Nobody's going to go and do the DMs for you.
No,
Nobody's going to create the connection that gets you seen, heard, felt, and found. Nobody's going to create know, like, and trust for you.
no, you got to
You
do it.
can't hide behind a pretty reel, a pretty picture. But you know what? You can stand behind your story. And that's what the 7 layers deep is all about. It's
Mhm.
your story and pulling out who you really are and what you're really made of. That really earns your right to be heard in the room. Because let me tell you, you don't get to demand it. You got to earn it. Heather and I have slaved for years in this industry to sit in this position with this authority and this conviction
Yes,
and say, we're coming for FEA.
right.
We're coming for the industry and their standard because we're going to raise their standard by standing in our standard. And Heather just got an opportunity put on her table just today. That is absolutely insanely incredible because our story is getting out there.
Yeah.
And those doors are going to keep opening, you guys. The space is going to explode. So you need to get in on the ground level of what we're building because it's not staying where it's at. It is going to grow. It is going to explode. When
Yes.
I say the stage that Heather just got invited to is not little, not minute,
Oh,
it is ginormous. It is monumental. Like it's one of my goals, the stage she just got to.
oh, you're with me, girl. I got
I know I'm with you. But
Oh, that's so
it's an incredible opportunity, you guys,
sweet.
when you stand in your truth,
Yeah,
when you
that's what
stand with this
happens.
conviction, this passion, this energy. And I'm not going to sit here and just laissez-faire your asses through this. You guys, we're giving you foundations. We're giving you the roadmap. We're not charging you thousands for it. We're giving it to you in this free space right here. Why are not more of you engaging? Why are you not doing the work? We have women that are moving mountains in 30 days, and you guys are sitting here quiet. Why?
Yeah. You know, the industry sometimes puts these constraints on you or tells you to be and act a certain way. And I know that in my many years of doing this, a lot of women will tell me, well, the company doesn't want me to do this. They don't want me to say this. I'm not supposed to show up as her. I'm sorry, unless they're paying you $1 million to wear the name of their logo on
That
your
part.
shirt, then you're going to be doing it the way you need to do it, girlfriend. I'm going to tell you, right? So I'm doing my business the way I feel because it's natural and it's authentic and it's me. And when Heather and I joined teams together, I knew she was of the same sort. I knew that from one coffee shop. And when you are in alignment, and when you don't play small, and when you decide to get out of your own book,
Yes.
when you decide to grow up, when you decide to grow up, right? Play
Yeah.
hard, work hard. This is what we're doing. This is what we believe in. So ask yourself this. Are you playing small? Are you sitting and waiting? What are you waiting for? And why? And how, like, you need to make that choice. So do you choose today to sit small and complacent in mediocrity? Or do you choose to go big and play bigger on bigger stages with bigger volume, with more clarity and conciseness of who you are, what you do, and what you stand for? We want to empower you to do that. And of course, we have an offer for you. Of course, we'd love to be able to help you rise to that occasion. And it's all about our membership Porchlight, Heather.
It is. The Porchlight, you guys, has been meticulously designed for you, for your success. The women that are jumping in are having their biggest breakthrough moments,
Yeah,
not
pretty
only
amazing.
financially, but in their mental game, in their story, and the
Yeah,
way that they're coming. They're speaking in ways that we've never heard them speak before, with confidence, authority, clarity. They're getting into these 7 layers just like you are this week. And
yeah.
if you're someone that's just hearing this on YouTube or wherever else, because we're posting this, okay? This is going out to the world. So if you're hearing this and you need a space, and this is a female girl, a world, okay? Sorry,
Yeah,
guys, we love you. We've got people we can connect you to that have spaces.
yeah.
But ladies, if you are tired of circling the proverbial penny at the top of your funnel, of all the bullshit you've been fed by the industry. If you just do this blueprint, if you just take this course, if you just take this class, I'm going to lead you here. I'm going to lead you to 10K, 20K, 50K, 100K, a million. Bullshit. Run.
See ya.
Get
Run,
out of the
Forrest,
room.
run. Run, Forrest, run.
Get out of the room because that glory
Yeah,
is fake. It's a mirage in the
yeah,
distance. But what we can promise you here in our community, in our space,
yeah,
is we're going to lead you to your next and your next and your next and your next. And you're going to hit those milestones. You're going to hit that 1K.
yeah,
We've got people that are almost there in 30 days. Okay.
yeah.
Let's
Let's be
just shout
real.
that out,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
We're going to lead you to your 1K, your 10K. We're going to lead you to stages. We're going to lead you to opportunity because what I have designed here, I had him play in a multi-million-dollar room with multi-million-dollar coaches, and they made millions
Yeah.
off of my idea. So, um, when I say this is wildly successful, what I'm bringing you through this framework that Heather and I are putting out there, as far as the way the groups are structured and designed for
Yeah,
success. And
yeah.
Heather and I sit back here behind our screen very meticulously to the point where Heather's husband is like basically considers me a second wife because I'm with his wife all the time. Um, we put all this time and energy. So if you're looking
Yeah,
for a space where you can be encouraged, where you can be equipped, empowered, but you are going to be pushed, you are going to be stretched beyond your wildest dreams. We're going to push you into that next level by stretching you, pulling you, encouraging you, uplifting you, and leading you because you need that power, purpose, and a path to actually move from the merry-go-rounds of thoughts, ideas, and opinions to your next.
love that. And you know what? brings me back to a little bit of a story as we're almost getting to the end of the why here. And there's so much more. So please really be sure to follow us, and it'll be here in the Academy, and more so and stronger so up in the Porchlight membership. But it brings you back, like every age, there's a stage, right? And as we're growing and we're learning and we're falling, and when I had my kids and they were younger, my why was different. And now the why and the purpose and the passion has
Yeah.
totally changed and is very directional. It's more intentional and on purpose, and it just lights me up. And as Heather said, we wake up with all of that each and every day. Are we tired? Yes. Do we know sometimes up from down? No, but that's okay. We're here for the reason. We're here to help you, to guide you, to lead you to that next. So we really encourage you to not play small, not sit and wait, but to get up and start making a movement within yourself and embody the change. And so that you can go out there and create more impact and influence, and then the income will come. But you need the foundation. You need all of this set
Yeah,
in place before you can ever call in. So we
that's right.
encourage you to join us. Absolutely.
Absolutely. Our famous saying, you guys, for those in the academy in Portugal, you know this.
Oh, yeah.
The light is always on. The
Yes.
coffee is always hot. You guys, we're waiting for you to come join our table.
Yeah.
Come drink coffee with us. Come conversate with us.
Come and have fun.
And yeah, exactly. Because we're putting play back in business as well. Like
Yeah.
we want to have fun. We want to uplift you. We want to challenge you. But we're also not the stuffy business suit woman. We're not going to be
No,
her.
no,
Sorry. We're just,
I'm
that's not
sorry.
who we are. We're going to have a cup of coffee in our hand,
And a smoothie.
a smoothie. We're going to have a cocktail every so
Yeah.
often.
Yeah.
Like we're,
That part.
we're real women doing real life, doing real business.
Yeah.
Okay. And so if you want a table where you can come on the day where you feel your greatest, and you can come on the day when you don't, and you have your hair in the messy ponytail and you're sitting there in your tears and you need that support,
We need
that
it.
is what we have designed
Yeah.
our community to be, both
Yeah.
at the paid and the free level. You guys, we're here to support you, encourage you, love you, and move you to your best self.
Right. Amazing. So make sure that you are commenting below, that you're reaching out to us and asking us for the information and support that you want. Don't sit long.
Yes, don't.
Because we're moving, those squatters, those sitters, I want you to choose. Heather and I want you to choose. What are you wanting to do? Do you want to be in the same place next year? Or do you want to come with us at the table where we are sitting with incredible women with incredible stories that are breaking through the silence and their noise of sharing their stories? So we encourage you to take that next step. Please reach out. Let us know how we can help you. There's lots of insight and information available. Okay?
Absolutely. And this 7 layers deep, you guys, is just a foundation for your brand story. And
Mm,
that's where we're going next. So
yeah.
get excited, get ready to come to the table. And our infamous saying when we sign off, bye for now.
See you soon. Bye.